Today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, we check out the brand new Bias Amp 2 from Positive Grid. Positive Grid recently released the second iteration to their now classic Bias Amp modeling plugin and software, which is a standalone and also a plugin within a DAW or recording software. And I'm happy to report that they've made a lot of just awesome improvements and have really built upon the foundation that was laid with the original Bias Amp. First and foremost, the dynamic tone engine is totally new and rebuilt. What does this mean for me and you? This means that it feels better. They took out the old engine of the proverbial, let's say Bias Amp 2 was a car. They took the engine out and they put a big old engine back in, brand new, fresh, fuel injection, no more carburetors, although we all love carburetors. Fuel injection is just the way to go. And Bias Amp 2 has fuel injection, so to speak. I mean, that's kind of a bad... Also, Bias Amp 2 now has a very, very nice suite of reverb. So you no longer have to get Bias effects to just use reverb. You know, reverb is built into a lot of amps, and they went ahead and included some nice halls, plates, rooms, things of that nature. There's a lot of selection with reverbs. They sound very, very nice. Also, and my favorite thing that they have added to Bias Amp 2 is the inclusion of the Celestion Impulse Response suite if you get the elite version of Bias Amp 2. Now, I love IRs. I love playing with different impulse responses, and the Celestion ones are top notch. And I've had them for a while, and now they are included within Bias Amp 2 Elite. It's very, very exciting. It really takes the software up another notch, because who better to make a speaker impulse than Celestion? Now, enough of my yapping, let's get to the tune. For this tune, I used 3 different tones that you can download yourself in the tone cloud. There's a clean, chimey guy, there's a bass tone, and there's a big rhythm tone, and they're dad tones, because you know what? I'm a dad, and I'm the internet's dad, so they're dad tones. But I've used my signature Balaguer Hyperion straight in to my Universal Audio Apollo interface and into Positive Grid Bias Amp 2. Enjoy the tunes. Now, normally I would do kind of a real casual playthrough using maybe 1 or 2 tones, and I would dial some knobs. But since Bias Amp 2 now has 100 new amp match tones in the tone cloud, I thought I'd play with those things and just kind of preview some tones as if you were perusing the tones in the tone cloud. 100 presets. We're not going to get to them all because that's a long video, even just a preview, but we're going to play with some tones out of the box. For the new amp match tones. Tone cloud, let's do it. I have a selection of 8 different kinds of categories, and I'm gonna start with the blues one because you know what? I love me some blues, and you should too. Let's go with the DR103, shall we? Let's see, Studio Pro 50. That's pretty nice. 2-rock. An amp match of a 2-rock. I like that one. Let's try Super 100JH, a Marshall Super 100JH Jimi Hendrix signature. Let's preview Jimmy. Jimmy would play in drop B if he were alive, right? Right? That's not how you play that song. I should just stop that right now. Let's try some crunch tones. Now, I like me some crunch tones. Been really into crunch tones lately. SLO 100. Yes, please. I like that. Whoever made that, good job. A deluxe reverb. Crunch? Crunch, yeah. I feel like if I threw an overdrive in front of this, this would be like metal. Oh, it has a TS-808. I should read the description. Good going, Dad. Let's try a supersonic. I really like the throatiness of that. That's pretty good. Now let's go to the high gain. Now I think high gain is like sub-metal because there's a whole nother category for metal. I always got to go to the Soldano. I always want to try the Soldano. With an orange cap. Okay. Rocker verb, hello. Aha. Mesa Mark V. Crunchy like a Mark V. Nicely done, nicely done. Let's do the metals, shall we? BE 100. What? I totally screwed up a Mastodon song. Ah! An Angle Invader. Ooh, Ubershaw. Let's see how they did on the Ubershaw. Ah, I like that one. And how about the insane? Let's just get crazy. Shall we? Ooh, Cobra. Overall, I gotta say, Bias Amp 2 is a huge improvement over Bias Amp. Just speaking in a real world situation, it feels snappier, it's smoother. It's just an all around, you can tell it's a totally different animal than the original Bias Amp. Now, not taking away anything from Bias Amp, the original guy. The second one is absolutely improved. It feels good, it sounds good, and I love the fact that it has reverbs, and like I said, the Celestion cab impulses are just phenomenal. And if you are into huge guitar tones or even nice chimey guitar tones, you should definitely check out Bice Amp 2. And yeah, that's all I got for you today. All the Pokemon links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.